Hey there everyone, welcome back to another installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Dwarven Commoner Edition. Last we left off, we wrapped up another round of conversing with our companions. Let's see, what else is new? We finally managed to, excuse me, save the Circle of Magi from the demons and abominations that were unleashed by Uldred. And now, let's see. Wynn, who helped us clear the tower, is now traveling with us. And an emissary from the Circle is also traveling with us to gather any runes we might find along the way, to help bolster our numbers for the final battle against the Archdemon. So, with all of that done, and with another round of conversations over, I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a slight detour from the main plot, and we're going to get into another one of the DLC missions. Which one in particular? Well, this one is called Warden's Keep, and it is started by talking to this gentleman over here who's been following us for a while. So, who is this? Let's chat with him and find out, shall we?
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levi of the Coins? Levi the Trader?
My name is Gilda, but I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levi? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
How did you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Go ahead and tell your tale.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch, and he let them in.
Go on, I'm listening.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the king. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The king himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
Wow. I thank you for your part in bringing the Wardens here. Well, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, your stomach's all aflutter. You're welcome.
So, what is this promise that Duncan made to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered, you see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Oh, wow. That's a bit drastic, isn't it?
And then some. Not much is known about that time. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Good. I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So, what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
Wow. Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostergar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Oh. How will reclaiming the peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Oh. So, what do you need me to do?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
Guess what? Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
I mean, surely restoring somebody's honor, getting a strategic center of operations for our people, I mean, a place where we could go to during our journeys besides camp, I mean, that would be great. And I guess I can somewhat sympathize. I mean, casteless dwarves are descended from people whose honor has been tarnished. So, a chance to restore that honor would be glorious. Anyway, before we head out, let's have a quick chat with our doggy friend and then be on our way. Hey Enzo, how you doing, boy?
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
Good. He will fell our enemies with his stench.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Alright, go ahead. He is getting a little rank.
Excellent. I will get my soaps, and the dog shall have his bath after supper.
Alright, shall we get going? Let's see. Who should we take with us to Soldier's Peak? Well, since he's the only other Grey Warden, and I'm sure he'll definitely want to come on this, we should take Alistair with us. No
Yes.
question. We're gonna need a rogue to pick locks, so Liliana.
Indeed.
And for balance party, a mage would be a good complement. So that leaves Wynn or Morrigan. Now, to be honest, Wynn's our newest companion, and I'm more tempted to take her along, because not only does she tend to be more agreeable, she's already pre-built for more healing and support, which is probably what my team needs. Also, we just got her, and it would be nice to take her on a few missions for a while. So, Wynn, would you like to join us in coming to Soldier's Peak?
Yes.
Good answer. Alright, guys. Now, you guys may have noticed in this video, I'm speaking a little bit more slowly and deliberately. Because I've noticed that in some previous videos, especially the Fade section, I noticed a bit of some quirks in my speaking, where the last syllable of each word I say gets added on to the first syllable of the next word I say when I'm not paying attention. This is kind of a quirk I've had in my speech for a number of years. Also, sometimes not being able to pronounce my sounds correctly and sort of slurring words together on occasion when I'm talking too fast. So I'm trying to pay more attention to how I talk, speak more deliberately, and also to try to say things that are a little more interesting and make the commentary a bit more engaging for you guys. If I can't, I just mostly stick to making notes here and there, and of course reading my characters' lines. So I'm going to try to make the rest of the Let's Play a little more interesting by actually, giving useful feedback besides the random comments, maybe adding some more useful tips, and maybe occasionally talking about other topics besides Dragon Age, maybe stuff related to gaming or other games that I like, that I can sort of link back to the Let's Play, because I just don't want to, talk about things totally randomly. They need to have some relevance. Anyway, I've wasted enough time, so let's head over to Soldier's Peak. So, we go up north. It seems to be right on the border of the coast to the Waking Sea. Meanwhile, in Denerim...
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
That doesn't sound good.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Wrong choice of words.
Just get it done.
Dun dun dun. Well, I have a feeling we'll be seeing him again soon. Note to self, watch out for assassins. The bad kind.
And here we are. Soldier's Peak.
Finally!
Make us breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
She's impressive, that's for certain.
It's just teeming with history. Can't you feel it? So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Oh dear.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Probably accurate there, Alistair. Still, that's pretty cool. And we got a new codex entry for a fellow named Zevran Aranai. I'm guessing that's the assassin. He's no Ezio Auditore, that's for sure, but we'll have to keep an eye out for him. Ezio, Assassin's Creed assassin, for those of you who don't know, but I'm guessing most of you know. But just for those who don't. Anyway, moving up the ramp, we begin our descent upon the Soldier's Peak to investigate what may. Whoa!
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
Oh dear.
Whoa, what was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your pretty friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted.
The veil is thin here. The Circle Tower was that way too, when all the demons and abominations were running about.
The veil?
According to them, that's what separates us from the Fade and demons.
Demons? Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
Alright. Well, we are out of time, folks, so I'm going to cut the video off here. But I will see you in the next installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins, Dwarven Commoner Edition, where we continue our descent upon Soldier's Peak to reclaim the old Grey Warden base. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, whatever you want to do to show your support. Thanks for choosing this Let's Play, and I'll see you next time, folks. Have a good day.